It's Pokemon Day, and we just found out that Pokemon Champions is not releasing until April, so we have a bit of time. But they did update their website, and so I want to go through it, and I've looked at a bit of it, and I'm going to hopefully cut this down so that it is concise and clear. So on here, introducing Pokemon Champions, talking about that, we have this article for Epic Battles, Battle Your Way, we have battle details, we have building your roster, which we'll look at, still rating RP, but that's kind of expected. So let's take a look at this article first. If we download for a certain day, we'll be able to claim a Dragonite with its Mega Stone, which is pretty cool. We'll be able to do the same with the Kalos starters and Floette, Eternal Flower Floette, and get their Mega Stones right on release. Very hyped about that. We have sending to visit and sending back. This is very, very interesting. By linking Pokemon Champions to Pokemon Home, you'll be able to bring certain Pokemon to Pokemon Champions as visitors, as well as send visiting Pokemon back to Pokemon Home. Visiting Pokemon new moves that can be used in Pokemon Champions and learn new moves via training. They will have to learn new moves via training, so they don't get replaced with anything. If you train visiting Pokemon and return them to home, and then they will retain any training they did unless they come in a different form. So if you bring in like a Landorus Therian and then later on turn it back into Landorus Incarnate, you would lose training. But you send in your Rowlet over and then you have it stop visiting and then you have it visit again, that Rowlet's still going to be trained up. We have to say, please note that you can only have Pokemon appear in Pokemon Champions if they're in Pokemon Champions, which is very fair. Pokemon in ZA, Pokemon Go, and other titles. And then we have helpful trainers. We have Caraway, whose design I am a big fan of here. Owner of the Battle Arena, you'll be greeted by a variety of friendly faces. Totora will help you get the swing of things, will help you enter competitions. Kit will help you partner up with Pokemon at Roster Ranch. And Cordy will share new strategies with you as you battle with Pokemon Champions. Meet Caraway and Kojima too, as you enter the Battle Arena. So let's take a look at gameplay. Yeah, it's battle mode. So we have ranked, casual, and private battles are the different modes, and you can do singles and doubles. Test your skills. Playing ranked to also obtain VP depending on the outcome. Casual battles without worrying about wins and losses affecting your rank. You can just enjoy it. And then private battles, you can set up custom stuff. Power up victory points can be gained from ranked battles in other places, so we might have like dailies. You'll need VP to recruit and train Pokemon. VP cannot be directly purchased. Again, verbiage here, directly purchased. I think the idea is that you would buy a premium currency that can then be converted to VP. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens because this game is described as free to start, meaning you don't need to spend money to begin playing it, but you can spend money in some capacity. Battle to the beat. Selecting music. This is a common trainer. Pokemon Champions taking it one step further. In addition to original tracks, Pokemon Champions can enjoy battle songs for a variety of other titles. Okay, so there will be Champions exclusive music as well as the old stuff. Mega Evolution. First rule set for ranked battles will include Mega Evolution. This is also showing us that it's not just leaked to brand new megas, we also can use the old ones. Omni Ring, basically saying, like looking at this image here, this is a device that we have so that we can use multiple gimmicks. This will be used at Worlds. Now it's releasing in April, which makes me skeptical of how well that's going to perform, because when are they going to be using it otherwise? In competitions in April, are they going to be on Champions? There's an event the first weekend of April. That's probably going to still have to be on Scarby. So new Pokemon may be added. Okay, so let's see. Seasons and regulations. Ranked battle results will be tallied each season and used to determine your final placement in ranks, as well as your final season rewards. New regulations for ranked battles will be set every few seasons to mix up the competition and keep trainers on their toes. Pokemon need to use other parameters. Change never know. New Pokemon just might become eligible. So it looks like the idea is that each regulation will have 2 online seasons. Who knows how long those will be though. So that is gameplay stuff. Looking at Pokemon, assembling your ideal team, expand the roster. You can bring some into Champions from Pokemon Home or recruit within the game itself. You can see here, I don't know if this is our maximum storage space or what. Connect with Pokemon Home. Pokemon Home is an app Yeah, we went over this earlier. So the kind of finer details here. Only Pokemon that appear in Champions will be able to visit Pokemon Home. Pokemon obtained Pokemon Champions cannot be sent to Pokemon Home. So I guess when they said link in this trailer, when they were talking about Fire Red, Leaf Green, it shows that Pokemon Champions links, whereas Scarlet and Violet and ZA can deposit and withdraw. Depositing and withdrawing means like the actual entity is moving. Linking, it seems more like because it's a one-way street, but what you send over can come back, but anything that originates here can't go over. They just need to say it links. Fair enough. And they talk about the training. So if you do any training with a Pokemon that you send over from home and send it back, it will retain it when it comes back, unless you change its form, which only applies to certain Pokemon, namely legendaries, Rotom, etc. Recruiting Pokemon. Instead of catching Pokemon, you recruit them from roster branch. You can recruit Pokemon by using VP to select from a roster of random Pokemon. You'll be able to meet a new lineup of Pokemon without using VP every 22 hours. So you will be able to look at it. So every 22 hours, you get a new set of Pokemon to choose from that you can recruit, or you can spend an amount of VP in order to do it. Interesting. I wonder how much that costs, because looking at this, you can meet a new lineup at no cost. It does not say a cost here. Is it going to be a dynamic cost? So it'll cost, let's say it's maybe 100 per hour. So if you want to refresh your list, or maybe like 10, because it's a daily refresh, right? Maybe it'll be 220 VP to immediately make a new lineup. Maybe if you wait another 5 hours, then it's only 170, etc., right? So trial Pokemon, once a day, you can use a trial. Let's see. So once a day, you can do a trial recruitment without VP, and then permanent cost is different. So once a day, you'll be able to recruit, and for no cost for 7 days. And important to note, if you trial recruit something, you cannot edit its stats. Recruit Pokemon even faster. So you can use by using tickets instead of VP, items such as quick coupons and teammate tickets are available, and these are primarily obtained through missions in game. Primarily, I guarantee you that this is the way that you can buy stuff. You can probably do microtransactions. I won't say guarantee. I'm assuming you'll be able to do microtransactions to get these items because these are not VP, but you can use them. Obtain through missions in game. Quick coupons. You can shorten how long you must wait to recruit a Pokemon by 1 hour each coupon. Okay, so that's how you do the skipping, maybe? So, because you every 22 hours, you get a new lineup, and so once a day, must wait to recruit a Pokemon. Interested by using VPs, you can also, by using teammate tickets, you can permanently recruit Pokemon without using VP. Okay, so it looks like one teammate ticket is the equivalent of permanent. Okay, so this Whimsicott is 2,500 VP. This Gardevoir is 1,000. How do they rate the cost? All right, training. Tailor your team skills using VP, hone attack, defense, and other stats. You can even customize. You can even alter their abilities and moves. Customize your team match battle style. Though remember, you can't train a Pokemon during the trial recruitment period. Right, so on VP, you can always use a train ticket to train your Pokemon instead, reducing the required amount of VP to 0. My Dragonite is coming. Yay. So this once again. No, so that is, yeah, so it does seem like they've confirmed there's like an extra stat bump. So even at the level 50 stat points, it's as if you're level 100. I believe that's the way that the EVs have broken down. Let's see, let's take a look at news. We just have this one news. One thing I want to see from the Pokemon is items. Do they talk about items anywhere? This has me a little bit concerned, but ultimately I think it's going to be unfounded. Technically speaking, nothing on this page is talked about items, because you can customize team, but if you think of how it works in mainline games, training and giving held items are different, right? Because training involves an amount of resources, whether it's TMs, the vitamins, etc. Items are just items, and you just have to give them when you make your parties, right? So my guess is that this screen is not where you deal with held items. That's just an assumption I'm making, though. I hope that in some fashion, this was a clear overview of what to expect in Pokemon Champions. When that game comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing it. In the meantime, I will be continuing to lose my life to Pokemon Run and Gun and other such things. Appreciate if you gave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Tell me what you are most excited for when it comes to Champions, whether it's accessibility, the multi-platform, etc. I personally am most excited for just making legitimate Pokemon easier. It really is that simple. Being able to reduce that barrier of time, and also any customization that we get. I'm looking forward to that. That's all for me. Thanks a ton, and peace out.